Okay, so we'll be moving on.
All right, so as we're going through, we're going to start off with a quick little icebreaker. So as y'all know, our presentation was entitled Defining Communities on Campus. So we just want to get a gauge of how y'all feel about that and what community means to you. So we're going to share something on the screen. You can either scan the QR code or go to the website and put in the code. And you can just put in like 1 or 2 words of what community means to you or how it is best described to you. So you should be able to just scan that QR code if you have your phone available, or you can go to the menti.com and then put in that code as well, and it should pop up. As y'all put in words, you'll be able to see them pop up on the screen. The bigger the word, the more responses that word has gotten. So that just means like people are agreeing with you. So go ahead and do that and we'll give y'all a few minutes. Okay, so it looks like belonging is real big. So, belonging and there. Connection. So having connection throughout communities, support, feeling safe. Cool. Any more responses or any more words y'all want to get in there? All right, cool. So, what communities to you? So it looks like this is our word map. So we got belonging, connection, safe, comfort, support, welcoming, family, friendship, cool, consideration. Yeah, so we'll be able to dive into these a lot more. Just wanted to get y'all's like brains flowing, and get some things going. But yeah, so we'll be able to touch on some of these later on in our presentation. So thanks, y'all.
Okay, so for our next activity, we are gonna do in breakout rooms, just like we mentioned. But this is more about figuring out who you are and who your partner is. So you and your partner will fill out a PDF form. And in the PDF form, it's fillable. So you just ask them the questions, fill it out. You'll have about 10 minutes to do this. At the 10-minute mark, we'll go in, and if you need more time, then we'll grant them more time. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. And when we come back as a group, we'll call on a couple of you to just present your partner. So I dropped it in the chat. Please download it. Let me know if you have any questions. But I will show you what the form looks like, just so you have an understanding of it. Here's the form. If everybody can see, it's an all about me activity. So you're gonna say, hello, my name is, this is where your partner would go. If they speak any languages, how many, birthday, zodiac sign, and then just a few of their favorite things. So you're gonna fill this out, and then when we come back, like I said, you will be presenting your partner. So your breakout room should be ready here, and then as soon as they open to you, just feel free to join. If you get done before the time, feel free to come back and join us in the main room. Before we go, is everyone able to download the PDF form?
Yes, I am.
Great. again, if you have any issues, send us a message and then we can help you guys out. But your breakout room should be open.
Have fun.
Do you want coaches in rooms, Cass?
Yeah, you guys can join.
Okay, perfect.
Can you resend me to mine? I accidentally clicked out of it.
They're in groups of
Over here. I got it. Okay. Oh, I think you can just click big rooms and put join because it's making me. Let's see. It's saying you're already a part of one, so let me figure that out.
I found it. I'm
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Okay.
Are they in rooms of two?
No, they're
Oh,
like
it's multiple.
4.
Okay. Sounds good.
That I'm a coach.
Okay, while they're in there, I'm gonna do the wheel of names.
Okay.
Ashley, can you make me a co-host too, just so I can do the breakout rooms?
Well, because we're doing ours too, right?
Yeah.
Cass, you speak Spanish, English.
You should be co-host too, Kelsey.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, your birthday's tomorrow.
Should I still admit people?
Yes. You have another breakout room, please.
Let's see where she's going.
You can go in mine. I was in room two.
Room 2. Okay, center there.
I speak English. Oh, I said that spoiler.
There's another one.
That was so awkward.
Come on, Aurora.
Okay, 2 students are interviewing each other. It was just, I think that was the best part. How are you guys feeling?
Good.
Let's see.
Are
It
you
looks like
doing here? We're gonna throw y'all in a breakout room.
Yeah.
In the middle of an activity. So if you get thrown into a room, just hit join.
Wait, why?
Because there's 2 students
There's
here.
2 students.
But isn't the activity between the students? I'm just confused because do you know what I mean?
I think she was referring to the
The one,
student.
yeah, there's someone here that are
Yeah.
showed up late.
I'm just moving them to the rooms.
How many people are there per room? Because there was 5 in ours.
Mhm.
Hey, Ashley, I'm going to take over presenting the presentation. If you could just screen share when we do the word clouds and stuff, that would be great. And then like dropping the links in the chat.
Sounds good.
But yeah, they were supposed to interview each other. I couldn't get the ones that were in here out.
So in room 3, there's 2 students that's interviewing each other then? Looks like it. Okay.
Hey guys. Everybody's late.
How much longer do we have in the breakout room?
I'm not sure. Ashley, how much does the timer say? Can you see on your end?
It says 7 minutes.
Okay.
Teacher, we're in breakout rooms right now. Do we want to assign them in? They're doing an activity and then we'll get into the presentation.
Yeah, Pedro,
I'm sorry.
we're in the middle of an activity, so we're gonna throw you into a breakout room. And you can kind of see some of the activity take place, but there's about 7 minutes so you could participate too. So I'm just gonna put you in a room, okay?
Copy. Thank you.
I think what happened is that they chose leave, but leave the whole meeting, not leave the group. Hey, Sarah, did you and your group finish your
No, I
activity?
was gonna unmute myself, but it kind of like I ended up logging out and I tried to log in, but then it kicked me out. So yeah,
Oh, okay. Do you remember what group you were in?
I think it was 3.
Okay. I'll put you in group 3. Mhm.
You guys, I just joined. Sorry. I had a student meeting run late. Is everybody in a breakout session?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
You can just hang out, Lauren.
Perfect.
Hey, Kevin.
Hello, hello.
Your room done?
Yes, me, Suni, Elias, and Jose finished.
That's so fun.
We have not
leave it-
all that much longer. We'll just hang out.
Yeah, we have like 4 or 5 minutes left, so I can just hang out.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a great activity time. Like I said, we will be introducing our partners. So after Sam and I go, then you guys can go. So Sam and I also did the activity, and All About Me is Sam. This is Sam. For languages, she speaks English, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Ojibwe. Her birthday is November 24th. She's a Sagittarius. A few of her favorite things: her favorite fruit is pozole, her favorite color is green, her favorite animal is a dolphin. For a hobby, it's reading. For a season, it's spring. And then someone who inspires her is her dad.
Yes, thank you, Cass. So next we're gonna have Cass. I'm gonna just imagine all the answers are in their places. So yeah. Oh, was that a question? Oh, okay, cool. So we have Cass Mendez, and her favorite. She speaks Spanish and English. Cass's birthday is actually tomorrow. So happy birthday to Cass. She's a Scorpio. Few of her favorite things. Favorite food is ceviche. Favorite color is sage green. Favorite animal is an axolotl. I don't know what it was either, but Google it. It's pretty cute. Favorite hobby is collecting things / spending money. Favorite season is fall, and someone who inspires her is her mom. So, oh, happy birthday, Cass, going up in the chat. So if anybody like really wants to like introduce their partners, we're just gonna open it up. So first come, first serve. Yeah, you can go ahead and unmute or drop them in the chat. Let's hear about y'all's partners.
I didn't know that Petro's favorite food is Cambodian pho, in which I would imagine that Vietnam and Cambodia share their buzz together because I was actually born in Vietnam at the start, but I grew up in Seattle. So it is pretty interesting, by the way.
All right, thank you. What about group 4? Does anybody want to share or introduce their partner?
If no one wants to, I'll go ahead. I'll introduce Lillian. She told me that the languages that she speaks are Vietnamese and English, and her birthday is in January, so that's coming up after this quarter. She's an Aquarius. The favorite foods that she has is fried chicken or anything fried. Her favorite colors are pink and anything pastel, and she mentioned pastel purple, like the PDF. Her favorite animals, she couldn't choose, so she said anything cute like puppies and bunnies. Her favorite hobbies are listening to music, reading novels, and drawing human forms, which I think is pretty cool. And her favorite season is summertime. And the person that inspires her is her older brother, who is an engineering major at UW.
Cool. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, so we got to know each other a little bit more, learn some fun facts about each other. Yeah, thanks, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. So you're gonna get a little thing popping up on your screen, and it's gonna be a poll just to see how this activity went for everyone. So we're gonna have a couple different questions. So what was the most difficult thing about the activity? You can just fill in the blank on that one. What is something new that you learned about your partner or someone in your group? Were you able to find things in common? And did anything surprise you in the process? So this is just to gauge how the activity was for everyone. So go ahead, fill out your poll, and we'll give you a couple minutes on that. All right, y'all. Thank you for everyone filling out the poll. I'm gonna go ahead and end that, and we're gonna continue on with the rest of the presentation. Oh, and then here's some of the results too, if y'all want it. So it looks like we got some different answers in there. And then some people weren't able to find things in common, but that's cool because that happens sometimes. But a majority were. And then some people were surprised and some people weren't. It was like a 50-50 type deal. Well, 57-50 type deal. So thanks y'all for filling that out, and we'll continue on.
Yes, thank you guys so much for participating. So one thing that we really want to talk about is reflecting on current communities on campus specifically. For everyone, communities looks a little bit different, whether that's because you're part of a multicultural sorority or if you're part of intramural sports, things like that. So what you really want to think about is who you feel most comfortable with, who helps you excel, and where you just feel at home. So there's been recent studies by Cal State and also Ohio State University discussing the benefits of having a community on campus. A lot of students just have a higher GPA, they feel close to campus, and they also excel in their studies. They have a higher graduation rate. So when it comes to thinking about who your community is, you could reflect on it on the All About Me activity if you want to, or you can just think about the current groups that you hang around with. Like, who do you most connect with, who helps you out the most, and who lets you excel in those areas. For instance, for me, during undergrad, I went to WSU, and I actually was a part of the athletic training program. So my community was mostly athletics and being in that system because we have peer mentors. And we just helped each other out when it came to studying, projects, and big exams that we had for licensure too. So that was my community, as well as other local communities too.
Yeah, so like some other things in the communities, I feel like for myself, a lot of mine, I went to WSU as well. So go Cougs. I was super involved in the Native American community. I was also a part of Greek life. So I was part of a sorority at the time, a multicultural sorority, and they all kept me super busy with advocating for different things on campus and having a platform to kind of be a part of something that was bigger than myself. So with those, it's like any interest that you're a part of, whether that be like social justice, whether that be reading. I remember there's like a zombies versus people type game that happened at WSU that you could play every year. People like joined together and made PB and jelly sandwiches all the time for every Wednesday, I think. There's tons of different interests and there's tons of different things on your campus. And the good thing is, if you don't have a club of your particular interest, you can always make one as well. So it's just to kind of broaden your horizons, look at what your interests are, and see how you can connect that in with your academic career.
Yeah. So like we said, the benefits of building a community is definitely finding your group of people where you feel comfortable. It also just keeps you connected to home as well, because sometimes it's tough, especially being a first year away from home or on a different campus or in a different state. It's tough to figure out who your people are and where you get a benefit from. So some benefits of that is meeting people in a similar position as you. Networking is always great because you never know when you have a friend in college that later is a friend in your professional life. So it's always great to find people who can form those connections with you. You also get to meet different people of all different backgrounds and orientations. And also just has a personal impact on you as well when you get to hang out with different people, understand who they are, where are they from, and how that just benefits you personally.
All right, so as we had kind of mentioned before, it's a little hard to find your community, right? And it might be a little scary to kind of get out there and meet new people, especially if you're going away from home and going to an unfamiliar place. So we also just want to gauge where y'all are at. So we're gonna do another word cloud, and it's just gonna be like, is there anything that y'all are hesitant about? Is there anything that you're scared about when it comes to kind of going out, finding communities, or kind of just going out, meeting new people? Yeah, talking to people, you know, that's hard. Okay, it's like I'm very shy, which is wild because I'm a Sagittarius, but talking to people is rough, and you know, you might not be able to always have that confidence, but even just being there, getting out is a big step, right? So also what's it called, acknowledge your small accomplishments as well, but it is definitely hard. So yeah, anything else about what scares you, what makes you hesitant or a little nervous? Finding opportunities for sure. Definitely check in with your college coaches because they are definitely they're on campus, most of them. Some of them are virtual, but they can help you find out where those resources and opportunities are at. Rejection seems to be a really big one. I always like to say it's not rejection, it's redirection. So if that group isn't for you, then it's not for you. You know what I mean? There'll always be like people who are going to be welcoming, and people who are going to be your people. So, never look at it as rejection, always redirection. FOMO, I feel that. Maybe watching stories, get FOMO. Find some people, or if you like recognize anybody in like any like Instagram stories, Snapchat stories, whatever it may be, you know, or you know where they're at, you know, go join them, or just like insert yourself in there, which is also a big step. But drama, yeah, drama be wild. Acquiring funding. Yeah, so a lot of times your university is going to have these things called like student fees. So the extra fees that you pay within your tuition actually goes to funding organizations on campus. So it might be hard to find some acquiring funding, but if you're a group or a club or an organization within the school, they also might have some funding available to you to be able to go along with like your mission or events and things like that. See. Anxiety, being shy. Yeah, super valid, y'all. It's hard to get out there. It's hard to put yourself out there. So any type of like motivation, always like check in with your coach because they're also there. A lot of us, well, all of us have been through college and a lot of us are first generation as well. So we understand like putting yourself out there is hard.
Excuse me, your mic is muted.
Oh, it's okay. I'm taking over. But thank you so much for everybody sharing. We understand that building a community is definitely scary, especially if you have anxiety or just don't know where the first step is. That's why it's very important to just look at what you're already surrounding yourself with, because that would be your biggest community, because it's the one that you're most comfortable with and it's the one that you already know. So thank you so much for participating in that. On campus, you have many different opportunities to form a community, whether that be a part of like a club, or if you're a part of multicultural or Greek, or if you're in a special program like I was in athletic training. When it comes to finding your program, there are student ones, and then there's also just associations that are on campus. So when it comes to associations, that's student government. A lot of universities and community colleges and state colleges have a government on there where you guys can dictate some things of how the funding wants to be spent. Clubs and organizations, the bigger ones have more clubs to offer just because of a bigger student body, but small colleges also have clubs on there. You just really have to look for them and see what interests you. There's clubs from anything, from degree specific like PT, ortho, dental, to just hobby ones like anime, reading. They also have religion and divinity ones as well. So if you want to keep with your faith. When it comes to clubs and organizations, it's really just looking at those that you already have interest in, and then take a meeting and see if you like it. And if you don't, then you don't. And then we just look for the next one. Greek and multicultural, not every college will have Greek. They are a few, but you could always rush, or you can join multicultural, which just has another different tier. Sam was a part of the multicultural one. So they are out there for you. You just have to connect with them. Recreational and intramurals, those are always fun, especially like if you played sports in high school and you don't want to commit, but you just want to hang out and still play. That's a great avenue to go through because there is that, and there's support systems for there. As for the more campus resources, you have your health and wellness. That's also like your medical clinic. You have your financial aid. Financial aid is scary to go talk to. When it comes to money, everybody has anxiety about that, but they are a resource there for you. They're there to help you. They're there to help figure out if you have funding, if something was misinterpreted, or if something's misplaced. So it's always great to reach out to your college coach if you have anxiety reaching out to financial aid, because they're a great avenue to go through when it comes to prepping on how to set up a meeting or things that should be discussed as well. Office of Student Affairs is also kind of scary because it just seems like a big dog on campus and you don't really know how to go about it. But again, reach out to your support systems that you already have, because they have experience in these areas and they can help you navigate how to go about anything like that. Academic achievement, there's a lot of student support services on campus. CSF is one of them. You also have others like TRIO, CAMP. and Gear Up as well if your college offers that. So there's multiple support systems to help you, and it's just about figuring which ones are for you and which ones benefit the most.
Okay. So, and all the talk about like or different organizations, different clubs, and getting kind of that preface of what they could look like, what they could be. We're gonna go ahead and drop something in the chat, and it's gonna be like a list of different organizations and through different subgroups of what they could look like. And we're gonna do a little activity. So we talked about the anxieties of kind of like going out, meeting new people, trying to be a part of these groups and what that could look like. So if you were to get rid of like all the hesitations, all the anxieties, what groups or what activities would you like to be a part of? That's what we want to know. So in this activity, you're going to have a whiteboard with different sticky notes, and you're also going to have that list handy with you as well. So with that list, y'all can go ahead and download that, open it up. And then once you get that opened up, it's going to have all these different subgroups, all these different activities of different communities you might want to join. Once you know which ones you would like, grab a sticky note on your screen, put your name on there, and put it in that category. We want to see what y'all are interested in, and we want to see, or if it's a club you're already in, throw it on there. So yeah, we'll give y'all a few minutes to do that, and I hope to see what kind of clubs, organization, activities y'all want to be a part of.
If you're having issues with the sticky note, you could also just duplicate one and then move it over if you can't move it over. I know it's kind of crazy. There's so much movement right now. If you don't know what type of club or what type of program specific that you want to join, just put the sticky note on like a certain cube of where we are, and then you can just put your name in there. So we have a lot of people who want to be in clubs and organizations. That's fun. Ooh, recreation intramurals, karate. You don't see a lot of karate clubs anymore. It's all jujitsu, tai chi, volleyball, flag football. At WSU, we had, what is it called? Frisbee golf. That was a big one. There's so many like mini tournaments about that. Everybody loved that one. A lettuce eating club. I love that. We also had a PB&J club. Those were fun. Ooh, leadership center. I get Greek. It's kind of scary to put in. It's not for everybody. It wasn't for me. Neither was multicultural life, that's for sure. I was just too busy. It's a big time commitment. Ooh, anime and art club. My last year at WSU, they were introducing a class where you learned Japanese through anime. What is it called? I saw the class. I went in to take like one little audit, and I thought it was really fun. Didn't have it in my schedule, but it sounded really fun. Okay, thank you so much. Wow, so no one wants to do multicultural in Greece. Great. Everybody wants to do clubs, orgs, and sports. Do you want to do leadership? That's fine. Leadership isn't for everybody. Politics, they go over my head too. You got to please a lot of people. All right. Thank you so much for participating. And then now we are moving on to our last bit of the slide. So we'll drop the survey in the chat. This is like before, so if you could just click it and then fill it out. It should be pretty quick, not as long as the first one that you took.
So no one wanted to go Greek, huh? That's okay. But I highly recommend looking into them at your colleges.
And then if you guys are done, if you could just throw a thumbs up in the chat, and then we can move on to our last little thing, which is a raffle, which we know everybody wants to be a part of. We'll be doing 2 raffles. This will be the first one, and then tomorrow we will do the second raffle, and then we'll message you guys if you did win the raffle. Our email might look spammy, but I trust you it's not. And if you have questions, reach out to your college coach. Be like, hey, is this a spam, or can I click the link? Because I know it happens. It does look spammy. Okay, it looks like all of you are getting it done. Thank you so much. And then we'll move on to the raffle.
Hey, Cass, I have a question. How much is the raffle?
That's a great question, Sam. So for this first raffle, there will be 2 winners, and each one will get a $50 gift card. Wowza. So yeah, we'll start off our raffle. Just need to click to spin, see who the lucky winner is. Pedro, are you here? Thumbs up in the chat if you're here. If you are, then we will send you your gift card later today. You're welcome, Pedro. Okay. Next winner . Oh, congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Congrats. Do you have any words to say?
Thank you, CSF, for this opportunity. You are amazing. I did
Love
not
that.
expect that. I was like, wait, I would expect not to win, but then my name is on it, so I win.
Congrats. Congrats. So Pedro and Val will send you guys your gift cards later today, once we're done. And then for the rest of you, we will be having a second raffle. Those gift cards are only $25, but there will be 2 winners. So like I said, if you get an email from Tango or from CSF that looks kind of spammy, just reach out to your college coach to verify whether it is. And if not, you guys can just claim your gift cards. Well, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And then, yeah, meet up with your CSF coaches if you haven't, because they would love to meet with you. Have a good day.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait, am I free to just leave the meeting?
Yeah,
you're
feel
good.
free to go.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yay. Bye.
Is it possible to ask a question really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have not checked in with a College Success Foundation person since high school. I've been at 2 colleges now. So who's at UW-Tacoma?
Panat, I got you right here. I'll put his contact in there. But also let me know if I can be a support because yeah, work directly with Panat.
Okay.